Number 11, Fred Hapgood. Number 21, Richie Collins. Number 24, Logan Miller. Number 15, Rob Armstrong. Number 22, Randy Grinshaw. And for tonight's starters, number 32, Tom Bedard. Number 23, Jamie Davison. Number 45, Casey Manner. Number 31, Connor Chapman. And number 44, Steve Carter. And now for your Beekmantown Eagles, number 33, Josh Luttrell. Number 24, Aaron Duquette. Number 11, Ben Smith. Beekmantown's one and only heartthrob, number 10, Kyle Ledoux. And now for your starters, number 12, Braxton Reagan. Number 21, Tyler Fenner. Number 54, Dylan Lemire. And number 2350, the Ryan Express, Keegan and Tom Ryan. Would you please now stand and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem?
Folks, welcome to Hometown Cable's presentation of CVAC Boys Varsity Basketball. Calvin Castine on the camera, Joe Southwick on the microphone, coming to you this Friday evening, January 22nd, 2010, from beautiful downtown Beekmantown, New York, where we've got the Northeastern Clinton Central Cougars in town to play the Eagles of Beekmantown. The Eagles control the tip. There's a pass inside for Tom Ryan. It gets blocked, and the Cougars come away with the ball. Here come the Cougars in the offensive end. Here's Bedard, squares up, puts up a shot. It's a little bit long. Tom Ryan on the rebound. This is Tyler Frenier with it. Spins in the lane, and he draws a foul.
Joe, I got to point out something. We sat over here because there was absolutely nobody around. As soon as the anthem is over, we've got literally 40 people that come sitting in front of us.
Okay. So it might be a little loud, but we'll give you the best coverage. And there's Keegan Ryan, puts up a shot a little bit too strong, and Casey Manor clears the boards. This is Davison with it. Cougars on the run. Davison pulls up. Gives it over for Bedard. Bedard inside for Carter. Carter turns around and lays a shot in. I think Coach Converse might have had a pretty good argument there. Looked like a double dribble to me, but the referees didn't see it that way. So here's the Eagles on the offensive end. This is Braxton in the lane, puts up a shot, tries to dump it off to Ryan, who I don't think was expecting it. Loose ball here. The Cougars come away with it. Davison over for Chapman. That gets knocked away by Lemaire. We get some high-paced action here to begin the first quarter of this Division I matchup. This is Lemaire. Davison guards him. He gets the ball away from him. Here's a 3-on-2 break. Davison puts up the shot and gets fouled pretty hard, goes to the floor, and he'll step to the line to shoot two. While we got a little break, you mentioned the national anthem a little earlier on. I tell you, my goosebumps are just starting to subside a little bit. That was certainly one of the Bassino twins that sang that and did a beautiful job. Not only is she a pretty darn good basketball player, but she got a great voice as well. So kudos to her. Davison misses the first of his 2 free throws. Second one's on its way, and that's good. Cougars out to a 3-0 lead with the first 2 minutes of the game. And the Cougars settle into their 2-3 zone. Here's Frenier. Back to Lemaire. This is Braxton, gives it over for Frenier. Inside for Ryan. Ryan creating a little bit of space, gets his shot blocked by Carter. He loses the handle on it, and it's on the deck. We got a held ball. That should go over to the Cougars. Carter did a nice job of blocking that shot, but then couldn't corral the loose ball, and it got tied up underneath. So the Eagles are content to show a half-court man-to-man defense. This is Manor. He drives, kicks it off for Chapman, back for Davison for 3. And that one's a little bit short. Rebounded by Ryan. And we get a foul on the floor. Actually, I think he called it out of bounds. This is Raymond with it. Frenier inside for the other Ryan, and he goes up and gets fouled. That foul is going to go against Carter. That'll put Keegan Ryan on the line to shoot 2. First one's on its way and drops in. Eagles are finally on the scoreboard here at 5:16 to go in the first quarter. Second one is up. That looks like it's going to be short. It is. And there's Chapman with the rebound, but that one gets tied up as well. So the Eagles showing a lot of tenacity on those loose balls, not letting the Cougars get away with anything. Inbound it to Ryan. Out for Frenier. This is Lemaire. Eagles swing the ball around inside for Tom Ryan, but he wasn't ready for that pass, and that's a turnover. Goes over for the Cougars. Davison drives, but then backs out of it. He slips and falls. Here's Manor from the foul line. That's a little bit short. Lemaire with the rebound, and we got a foul on the floor. That's going to go against Casey Manor. That'll be his first, team second. This is Raymond with it. Inside for Ryan. Over for Lemaire. Lemaire is looking for that three-pointer. There's a nice pass in for Ryan and rolls around. Again, the Cougars get themselves in pretty good position for the rebound, but can't come away with it clean. So that's 2 in a row held balls on the rebound. I'm sure that Coach Guerin's going to have a little talk to the boys about ripping those rebounds down and not allowing the other team to get their hands on it. The pass inside for Carter, nice strong move. dumps that one in. 4 points for Stephen Carter. This is Raymond. Over for Lemaire. Frenier. Braxton. We might want to point out that the Eagles have got two of their better players on the bench with injuries. That's Malo Valerian, their leading scorer, and Devin Anderson, another one of their potent post players. There's a nice pass up for Connor Chapman, who finishes well, and Coach Converse has seen enough. Calls a 30-second timeout. All right, back to action out of the timeout. The Eagles with the ball, trailing by 6 here with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. It's Tom Ryan over for Raymond. Frenier to Lemaire. Eagles keeping the ball on the perimeter. Every time they've tried to penetrate, had a little bit of hard time with that. There's another ball that don't seem to be able to handle on the rebound, so I'm trying to keep track of the rebounds for the Cougars, but so far I've only got one marked down. Eagles show a little bit of press, but they back out of it. I'm not sure that they've got the players on the bench to sustain too much of a pressure defense. Again, their ball's on the floor, and we get that all tied up. So we're going to have another jump ball, or held ball, we'll say, and this time we'll go over to the Eagles. Again, Coach Converse a little short-staffed on his bench, so he's having to keep these 5 in the game for extended periods of time, and he's showing a little bit of wear and tear on them. Why they're probably not going to see too much full court pressure out of them. Raymond inbound, sends it in, it gets tipped, and Chapman comes away with it. Here's Davison. Fires one up for Carter, but might have had just a little bit too much heat on it. That's a turnover by the Cougars. It's not going to make Coach Guerin too happy. Pass inside for Keegan Ryan, gets slapped away, and Tom Bedard comes away with it. Another turnover for the Eagles. Here's Manor with it. Gives it for Chapman. Chapman gets his defender off his feet. Shot is blocked by Tom Ryan. Another strong pass into Stephen Carter, who's having a little hard time hanging on to the ball. So, and we've got some substitutions for the Eagles. That's number 11, Ben Smith, and number 24 is Aaron Duquette. Check in, and Raymond and Lemaire set. This is Duquette. Smith over to Frenier. Haven't taken any advantage of any outside shooting so far. They've tried to dump everything inside. We've seen a few lane penetrations, but Eagles have a couple of sharpshooters from three-point land, but haven't attempted even a shot yet. So here's Duquette trying to drive the baseline. He gets caught in the corner, and there's a scramble for it out in the far corner, and ball's going to stay with the Eagles. Our referees for this tonight's contest are Jamie Labarge and Randy Lozier. This is Ryan. Puts up a shot, a little bit short. Again, the rebound rattles around, but Chapman is able to corral it this time. There's a nice pass up for Carter, but he takes one step too many. So they wave off that basket. Come the Eagles on the half-court offense again. This is Smith with it. Ryan gets it stolen by Davison. So the Eagles are turnover prone here in the first quarter. Here's Manor, kicks it off for Chapman. Chapman runs it up a little bit too strong. Again, rebound is on the floor, and looks like we're going to get some kind of a call. I'm not sure what he.
Travel, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he called, but anyway, the Cougars end up with the ball. Inbounded to Carter, and he gets fouled on the way up. It's going to go against number 21, Tyler Frenier. That'll be his first, and I believe that's the team's first. No, second, that's right. Davison was on the line. Decided not to keep track of the team fouls, so we'll get that a little later on. Carter hits the first one. Minute 9 to go in the first quarter. And the Cougars with a pretty low-scoring first quarter for a couple of teams that have been putting points on the board. Carter's second foul shot short. This is Smith with it. Duquette. Back to Smith. Thought about it, but thought better. Gave it to Keegan Ryan. He steps out, gives it to Smith. Here's Frenier trying to create some space. Davison takes the ball away from him.
Go, right there. There it is.
Over for Miller.
Yeah.
Miller lays one in. Logan Miller snuck into the action when we weren't looking. He came in as a substitute for Casey Manor. Here's Tom Ryan from the elbow. That one's good. First field goal of the night for the Eagles. Here's Carter. And rattles around. Frenier with the rebound. Here's Tom Ryan. First one up the floor. Gets his shot blocked. And that'll end the first period of play, first quarter of play. So after 8 minutes of play, it's the Cougars 10, the Beekmantown Eagles 3. All right, folks, we're back to action here for the start of the second quarter. The CVAC Division I matchup between the hometown Eagles of Beekmantown and the visiting Northeastern Clinton Cougars. Cougars start off with the ball, get it down underneath, and we got a foul on Keegan Ryan as put Stephen Carter on the line to shoot two. First one is up and good. Second one's on its way, and that one's good as well. 7 points for Stephen Carter. Frenier with it, over for Lemaire. Raymond to Lemaire. And for Ryan at the foul line, it gets it stripped away again by Davison. It's about 3 steals for Jamie Davison. There's Chapman in the drops one in the lane for Casey Manor, who converts. First bucket of the night for Casey Manor, puts him in the scoring column. Here's a pass inside for Ryan, looking for some space, puts up the shot, blocked by Carter, and puts up a strong shot, but I believe Casey Manor is going to, the foul is going to go on Manor. To put Tom Ryan on the line to shoot two. Certainly the points have been a little difficult for to come by for the Eagles here in the early going of this game. Ryan makes the first of 2 free throws. Second one's on its way. That one rattles out. Carter with the rebound. This is Davison. He turns, fires up a shot, a little bit long. Rebounded by the Cougars, but slapped away again. Another rebound that turned into a loose ball, and it's been sort of plagued with that the entire game so far. This is Lemaire back to Raymond. Raymond looking for some penetration room, gets it over for Lemaire. His shot doesn't hit anything. Chapman comes down with that rebound. Here's a Nice look inside, but Tyler Frenier steps in front of that to pick that off. So steal for the Beekmantown Eagles. Raymond on the offensive end. Let's see if they can convert this into some points. Here's Raymond, squares up for 3 and dumps that one in. This is Carter. There's a nice play, nice pick and roll for Casey Manor to get himself open. Another wide open bucket for him. 4 points for Casey Manor. This is Raymond. Lemaire over for Frenier. Inside for Keegan Ryan. He gets called for the travel. Get another Eagle turnover. Beekmantown showing a little bit of full court pressure here. They back out of it fairly quickly. This is Bedard. Squares up for 3. Knocks it down. First points of the night for Thomas Bedard. There's a pass in for Keegan Ryan. He backs in, but gets his shot blocked from behind by Chapman. Davison, long pass up. That one gets picked up by Frenier as well. And there's a pass to Lemaire. Goes off his chest and out of bounds. And Coach Converse wants to take a timeout. All right, as we come out of the timeout, looks like Logan Miller's checked back into the game to replace Jamie Davison. He'll inbound. This is Chapman with it. Inside for Manor. Manor turns and drops that one in. 6 points for Casey Manor. He's certainly come on strong as a senior on this team and has stepped up and going to show some leadership and some scoring ability. And Coach Guerin has rewarded him with a starting job and playing very well. There's another nice play. Strips that ball away, but loose ball pops over to Tom Ryan for an easy 2. Five points for Ryan. This is Miller with it. Looks to penetrate. Gives it for Bedard, who loses it and goes out of bounds. We got a substitution for the Eagles. Number 11, Ben Smith, checks in, gives Keegan Ryan a wrist. We got 4:15 to go in the first half. The Cougars with a 12-point lead, 21-9. This is Raymond. Again, the Eagles keeping it on the perimeter. There's a pass inside for Ryan. He's in there, pops it back out for Lemaire. Lemaire tries to force a pass in, but that gets picked off by the Cougars, so we'll come back the other way. This is Miller. Miller gets it in for Carter. Carter, nice spin move. Knocks that one in. 9 points to lead all scorers for Stephen Carter. Frenier. He passes it in for Ryan, and Ryan gets called for the travel. Eagles are probably picking up a few more turnovers than they would like. We got another substitution for the Cougars. Number 11, Fred Hapgood, checks into the game for the first time against Thomas Bedard to rest. Again, the Eagles show a little full court pressure. And Carter hangs on to it a little bit too long, so they'll turn the ball over. First time that the Eagles have showed any real sustained full court pressure, and Cougars weren't really up to the task. Eagles inbound. Frenier gets it in for pass back out for Frenier, and he chucks up a long 3 that doesn't go, and the ball goes out of bounds off of a Cougar, so it'll be Eagles inbound. You get 3 attempts on this end so far. Here's Smith. Gets it for Lemaire. Lemaire across corner for Frenier. he gets closed in on him pretty quickly. Raymond back to Frenier. He's got some room now. Chucks up a three. It's a little bit strong. Chapman again with a rebound. This one he hangs on to. Hapgood didn't see the open man down the court. He gives it over for Miller. Miller off the screen, gives it for Carter. Carter goes in the lane, puts up a shot, a little bit too strong. Ryan with the rebound. Eagles come back the other way. Frenier over for Raymond. Raymond squares up, but then dumps it off for Ryan. Ryan takes a shot, a little bit short. Chapman again with a rebound. Gets it over for Miller. Eagles showing some pressure, and it's like Frenier tripped over another player's foot, and on the way down, he got Logan Miller by the ankle and put him on the ground. But we got a little conversation between Coach Converse and referee Lozier, who's explaining his call to him. And just like every other time, looks like it's going to stay the way it was. So that'll be 2 on Tyler Frenier. Again, the Eagles are pressuring, and Hapgood throws the ball away. This is Frenier with it. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Aaron Duquette checks back into the game during that last timeout. Looks like Braxton Raymond is on the bench. Smith back to Frenier. He squares up, knocks down that three. This is Miller with it. In for Carter. Back out for Miller. Miller in the lane, puts up a shot, a little bit strong. Carter tips the rebound, and Manor took his eye off the ball. Frenier stole it, comes down the other way, and Coach Guerin calls a quick timeout. We're back to action out of the timeout. I was going to mention before the timeout that Cougars certainly had their difficulty keeping those rebounds in their own hands. There's another one that bounces around. Chapman from the foul line. That one knocks down. 4 points for Connor Chapman. Go along with his 4 rebounds. Here's Ryan. It's the ball inside, over for Frenier, down for Lemaire, gives it back in for Ryan, puts up a shot and in. 7 points for Tom Ryan. We're in the final minute of play for the first half, and if that's on Frenier, that's going to be, no, it's going to go against Duquette. And we've got subs for the Cougars. 22, Randy Grimshaw, and 23, Randy Davison check into the game. And Manor and Hapgood will sit for the final 54 seconds of this first half. The Eagles made a little 5-0 run there to cut the lead down to 9 points, but or back to 7 points. Looks like we've got a player control foul on Jamie Davison on the offensive end, so the Eagles will have the ball with 37 seconds left on the game clock. So they will no doubt play for a last shot here. They're way down by 9 at this point with a pretty good run here to close out the second quarter. I'm sure that Coach Converse was pretty happy with his Eagles output here, closing minutes of this first half. Again, the Eagles work the ball around in the perimeter. There's a long pass over. There's Frenier, thought about it. Inside for Duquette, or Ryan. Knocks down the shot, draws the foul. And that's That's going to go against Stephen Carter, his second. That'll put Tom Ryan on the line to shoot 2 here with 5.4 seconds to go in the first half. Richie Collins checks in, and Carter sits down to avoid getting any kind of crazy foul here with 5 seconds left in the first half. Ryan looks to complete the 3-point play. Puts up his foul shot, rims in and out. Again, there's a long shot by Davison at the buzzer that's just a little bit too long. So the Eagles with a nice 7-2 run to close out the first half have closed the gap to a 7-point game. So after 16 minutes of play, it's the Cougars 25, the Eagles 18. We all set? All right, we're back to action here, folks, for the second half of this CVAC Division I boys varsity basketball matchup between the hometown Eagles of Beekmantown Central School against the visiting Cougars of Northeastern Clinton. Here's the ball inside for Tom Ryan. Shot doesn't go, gets his own rebound, and draws the foul. That's going to go against Casey Manor. I believe that's going to be his third foul. So the Eagles need to start pounding the ball inside to their big guy and seeing if he can create some opportunities, get himself to the foul line at the very, very least. So 10 points for Tom Ryan. He had nine in the first half. His second one rattles in and out. Carter clears the boards. This is Davison. Frenier guarding him. Pops it into the lane. Back out for Bedard. Davison gives it in for Carter. Nice hands by Carter. He turns around, puts up a shot, and drops that in. That'll be 11 points for Stephen Carter, and the Eagles turn the ball over. So the Cougars will get it back under their own basket. Davison will inbound. This is Chapman, left wide open, puts up a shot, a little bit strong, gets his own rebound. Out for Davison, he squares up, his shot's long. Chapman with another rebound. Davison in for Carter from the elbow, his shot's going to be short. Eagles come away with the rebound. This is Lemaire, drives the baseline, kicks it out for Tom Ryan. Tom Ryan puts up the shot, goes over everything. Keegan Ryan is there to get the offensive rebound, the putback, and the foul. Keegan Ryan will be at the line to shoot one. His shot is up, and it's short. Tom Ryan with the rebound and the putback. This is Carter. Gives it for Bedard, and Bedard gets fouled. I think the big guys were carrying a little bit too much momentum there and couldn't get woed up in time, and the foul's going to go against Lemaire. And we've got a substitution that would be number 11, Ben Smith, checks back into the game, give Keegan Ryan a rest. A little moisture on the floor that the boys are trying to clean up. So we get some janitorial work done. We'll get back underway. 6:38 left in the third quarter. The Eagles have closed the gap to 4 points.
That wasn't a towel though, Joe. That was somebody's sweat clothes.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Nice and dirty.
It can't be that dirty. The janitor just swept the floor at halftime, so. This is Bedard with it. Manor gives it for Davison. Davison inside for Carter. Carter, nice pass in for Manor. Loses the handle, but Chapman comes away with it. His shot goes off the back of the rim. Go out of bounds, and the Eagles will take over. Chance to close the gap to 2 or possibly 1 here with a productive offensive end. This is Raymond for Frenier. Over for Lemaire. To Raymond. Inside for Ryan. Back out for Frenier. Wide open for 3. Knocks it down. Eight points for Tyler Frenier. Here's Bedard, gives it over for Davison. Davison drives the lane, kicks it out for Chapman. Chapman puts it up a little bit too strong. Bedard with a rebound, and he gets fouled. And that's going to go on Raymond, but the foul is going to be on the floor.
There we go.
Aaron Duquette checks back into the game, number 24 for the Eagles. Davison inbound. Sends it out for Chapman, back for Davison. Davison looks to penetrate, gets a little bit of space. His shot's a little bit too strong. Ball's on the floor. Davison comes away with it. Gives it out for Bedard. He squares away. His shot rattles around. Ryan clears the rebound. Sends it up for Duquette. Duquette doesn't convert. And Carter rebounds, and Duquette fouls him. It's going to be 2 fouls on Aaron Duquette. Davison breaks the press. Eagles are settled back. It's Chapman with it. In for Manor. Back for Chapman. He reverses, cuts in the lane, gives it to Carter. Carter goes up strong. His shot comes up short. There's Bedard. He takes it to the rack. That won't go. Ryan with the rebound. And looks like Bedard's going to get called for the hold. Logan Miller, number 24, checks back into the game. They're going to have to take somebody out. Coach Guerin thought he was on a power play. Eagles inbound. Cougars showing a little bit of pressure, and Bedard's going to pick up another foul. Actually, I guess that one's going to go against Miller. Be his first. Again, the Cougars showing full court pressure, which is typically not their game. Inbounded for Frenier. Davison is going to draw the foul, or get fouled. It's going to be 2 on Jamie Davison. So the Cougars decide to back out of that pressure defense and really do anything but produce a couple fouls. There's Lemaire inside for Ryan. Kicks it back out for Lemaire. Duquette has it. He gets the ball knocked away. It's on the floor. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. But Keegan Ryan will check back in and give Tom Ryan, I believe his brother, give him a rest. And Coach Guerin wants to take a 30-second timeout. All right, back out of the timeout. The Cougars with the ball, trailing by 1 with 4:30 left in the third quarter. The Eagles have made a nice comeback here. Here's Chapman. His shot goes in and out. Keegan Ryan rebounds, gets it over to Frenier. Cougars hustle back. Frenier Drives the lane, kicks it out for Lemaire. His shot's up, off the back iron. Carter with a rebound. Miller, Davison. This is Bedard. Bedard over for Davison, is wide open. He knocks down the three. That's 4 points for Jamie Davison. There's Lemaire, puts up a runner. It won't go. And the ball goes out of bounds in the Cougars will get possession of that. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. This is Miller. Back to Davison again for three, and he knocks that one down. 2 in a row by Jamie Davis, and Coach Converse has seen quite enough of that, so he calls a 30-second timeout. All right, we're back to action. The Eagles inbounding. Again, the Cougars showing full court pressure. They get the ball over for Frenier. He backs out of it. Gets it inside for Ryan, who's wide open. Gets his shot blocked by Chapman. Gets the ball underneath to Keegan Ryan, and he draws the foul. And that's going to go against Connor Chapman. I believe that's his first. Keegan Ryan will be on the line to shoot too. First one is up and good. And Coach Converse going to the bench again, puts Dylan Lemaire and Braxton Raymond back in the game. Got all 5 of his starters in right now. Second foul shot by Ryan is up, a little bit strong. Ball goes out of bounds, and Davison thought it was off of the Eagles, but referee Labarge says nope, it was off of a Cougar player, so the Eagles will have possession here. This is Raymond. Lemaire, Frenier, he squares up for 3, and that's good. 11 points for Tyler Frenier. This is Davison. Looking to penetrate. Does, and he draws the foul. That's going to go against number 21, Tyler Frenier. That'll be his third. The Cougars will inbound. 2:46 on showing on the clock in the third quarter. Cougars with a 3-point lead. Here's Chapman. He squares up, knocks that one down. Six points for Connor Chapman. And there's Bedard with a good strong move, but Raymond ends up getting the ball back. Gets it up for Frenier. He tries to lob one in, but Carter picks that off and gets called for the travel. Eagles will inbound. This is Lemaire with it. Raymond. Kicks it out for Frenier. Frenier back out for Raymond. Raymond puts up a 3, rattles around. Carter rebounds. Gives it over for Miller. Miller with Raymond on him. Miller gets the ball slapped away. This is Raymond with it. Minute 40 on the clock, remaining in the third quarter. Frenier looking for the look, but had Bedard on him. Gets it in for Keegan Ryan. Kicks it out for Lemaire. Lemaire into Tom Ryan. His shot's a little bit too strong. Carter with a rebound, and the foul is going to go the other way. It's going to go against Keegan Ryan. Casey Manor will check back into the game. And Logan Miller will sit. It's 2 fouls on Keegan Ryan. Davison. Raymond showing a little forecourt pressure here. This is Chapman. Nice cut by Bedard. Puts the shot up a little bit too strong. And that's going the other way. Thomas Bedard with a nice cut and layup, but his shot was just a little bit too strong, and the ball once again rattles around and goes out of bounds. And the Cougars that's a travel. Here's a pass up for Keegan Ryan. For Frenier, left open, puts that shot up, rattles in and out. Davison with a rebound. Tries to send it up for Manor, keeps control of it. Chapman takes it to the hoop and draws the foul. That's going to go against number 54, Dylan Lemaire. It'll be his second. It'll put Connor Chapman on the line to shoot too. And once again, we need some janitorial work. All right, back to action out of the floor cleanup and timeout situation. Connor Chapman knocks down the first of 2 free throws. 7 points for Chapman. He's got 6 rebounds to go along with those points. Second one is up, a little bit strong. Ryan with the rebound. It's off the backboard and the ball goes out of bounds. Eagles will inbound. Again, the Cougars in a full court pressure. Frenier gets the ball. Davison steals it and steps out of bounds. Randy Grimshaw, number 22, is checked into the game during the timeout to replace Casey Manor. Cougars back out of their pressure. This is Raymond with it for Lemaire. Back to Raymond. Frenier gives it for Ryan. Ryan again to Lemaire. Frenier. Lemaire again. The Eagles keeping it on the perimeter. Frenier tries to lob it in, and Carter swats that away. 19 seconds on the game clock, 13 on the shot clock. That's in the third quarter, folks. The Eagles down by 6 at this point. Ryan, a good strong move to the hoop. 13 points for Tom Ryan. Bedard throws up a prayer at the buzzer and it doesn't go. So after 3 quarters of play, it's the visiting Cougars of Northeastern Clinton 36, the home team Eagles of Beekmantown Central 32. All right, folks, we're back to start the fourth quarter of action here from beautiful downtown Beekmantown, New York for this CVAC Division I boys basketball game. Stephen Carter with the ball, and he gets called for the travel. So the Cougars turn the ball over on their first trip down. Once again, the Eagles trailing by 4 with an opportunity to cut the lead to 2, possibly 1. This is Ben Smith, who checked in for the beginning of the fourth quarter. Lemaire gives it inside for Tom Ryan, who gets the ball swatted away. Here come the Cougars on the run, and that's going to be a foul on Smith. And looks like the Cougars are going to be in a shooting situation. The Eagles have gone over the limit on their fouls, so it'll put Jamie Davison on the line to shoot 1-1. And at this point, both teams will be shooting for the entire quarter. First shot rolls off. Ryan with the rebound. With Raymond over for Smith. Smith for Lemaire. Lemaire takes a little bit of a stutter step, and referees are all over that.
Come on, press break. Press break, Connor. Come on. You ready? You ready?
This is, again, the Eagles with their token pressure. The Cougars break that fairly easily. Davison kicks it for Miller. Miller in for Chapman. Chapman, nice strong move. Puts up a shot, gets it blocked, but Bedard's there to pick that up and knock it down. 5 points for Thomas Bedard. Here's Frenier, brings it into the front court, gives it over to Raymond. Raymond penetrates, kicks it out for Ben Smith. His shot doesn't hit anything. Bedard comes away with a rebound. Over for Logan Miller. Gives it for Davison. This is Bedard. Gets around his man, and he gets knocked to the floor while he's penetrating, and that foul is going to go on I believe it's going to be against Ben Smith, but the referee has yet to announce the foul. Having a little discussion about what went on. So the foul will be on the floor. Bedard will step to the line and shoot 1-and-1. Aaron Duquette, number 24, checks into the game. And it's Ben Smith to the bench. Bedard with a chance to extend the lead. First foul shot. Rattles in and out. Lemaire with a rebound. Duquette to Raymond. There's Frenier. His shot gets partially blocked. Duquette with a rebound. Put back. His first 2 points of the game. It's Chapman with it. There's Carter. Drives the lane. He gets called for the travel. Five minutes and 49 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Cougars clinging to that 4-point lead. The Eagles have sure shown a little bit of spirited play here in the closing minutes of the first half, and all throughout this second half, the Eagles have certainly showed their ability to stay with this this high-powered Cougar offense. This is Duquette with it. He fires one underneath, but no one down there tall enough to pick that one up. So that'll be a turnover, and the Cougars will bring it back the other way. Here's Miller over for Bedard. Sends it in for Chapman. Gets his defender off his feet. And I think Tom Ryan will get called for the foul. We'll put Connor Chapman on the line to shoot 2. First shot is up, and that's good. Casey Manor checks back into the game. Logan Miller will sit. And another substitution. It'll be Keegan Ryan, number 23, will check in. Aaron Duquette sits down. Chapman with his second of 2 free throws. That one rolls around. Ryan with the rebound. Up for Lemaire. Lemaire to Raymond. Raymond gets his shot altered by Davison and doesn't fall. Lemaire with the steal over for Raymond. This time he makes good on it. 5 points for Braxton Raymond. And the Eagles have cut the lead to 3. Here's Manor with it inside, kicks it out for Bedard. Bedard with a short jumper, comes off the front of the rim. Ball rattles around and Manor comes away with it, gets the shot off, but didn't hear anything happening there. Frenier gets his shot blocked. Here come the Cougars with some end-to-end action. Here's Manor, a nice pass by Chapman, and that doesn't go anywhere. And we've got a jump ball. We got a little frantic action here in the last couple seconds with some end-to-end stuff and some shots that were a little unorthodox. Nothing happened to fall through, but it's got the fans in a frenzy. Again, the Eagles content to slow the pace down at this point. Lemaire in for Ryan. Ryan looking to create a little space. The shot's a little bit too strong. His shot gets blocked. Cougars come away with it. And we've got a technical foul called against the Beekmantown coach. He was giving Jamie Labarge an earful, and Labarge had heard quite enough, so teed him up, and Jamie Davison will stand at the foul line, take 2 foul shots, and the Cougars will get the ball as well, but they already had the ball, so Davison knocks down the free throws. Cougars will have the ball. So we're hearing a little commentary from the crowd. Well, the noise was just a little bit too loud. Although Coach Converse is right here in front of us, couldn't really hear what he was saying. But on Tom Ryan's last attempt at the other end, his shot got blocked, and I have a feeling that Ryan Converse thought that there was a little bit more contact there than was tolerable. Here's Chapman with it at the other end. His shot gets altered. Ryan comes away with it. Ball gets held, and it'll be a jump ball. We got a lot of certainly have a lot of physical play going on at the closing minutes of this game. Bedard gets the ball knocked out of his hands, but he gets it back. Davison squares up from the top of the key, rolls around. That ball's on the ground. Davison comes away with it and tries to get a pass over for Chapman, but it goes out of bounds. Davison might have been better advised to take that shot, but with a turnover, the Eagles down by 5 with just over 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. This is Raymond with it for Frenier. Raymond. This is Lemaire. Kicks it over for Frenier. It was wide open. That was a little bit strong. Raymond with a rebound and throws it off at Jamie Davison to save it for the Eagles. So the Eagles get another shot at it. This is Ryan out for Lemaire. Lemaire to Raymond. Looks to penetrate. Does. Tries to dump it off for Thomas Ryan, but that one goes out of bounds as well. So the Eagles will get another shot at it. And a nice inbound play to Keegan Ryan, who makes the shot and draws the foul. That's going to go against Stephen Carter. Put Keegan Ryan on the line to see if he can convert complete the 3-point play. 4-point play.
4 fouls.
Oh, it's 4 fouls on Stephen Carter, yes. I thought you meant it was a 4-point play. I was like, okay, I don't know how that's going to go, but Chapman with a rebound. The last time these two teams met up, Stephen Carter ended up fouling out of the game, and it certainly had an effect on the outcome. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Okay, back out of the timeout. 2 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. Cougars with a 5-point lead, and the Eagles have the ball. This is Lemaire. Lemaire gets it in for Ryan. Knocks that in. 15 points for Thomas Ryan. There's Connor Chapman, takes it in, lays it in. 12 points for Chapman. Here come the Eagles the other way on a 3-on-2 break. Raymond drives the line, puts up a shot that's in. 7 points for Braxton Raymond. We've got both teams swapping baskets here. Davison penetrates, steps back out. And that ball, he tried to get it in for Stephen Carter, and it goes out of bounds. Davison inbound. This is Chapman. Takes it to the hole, and we got a foul on the floor. It looked like, Keegan Ryan had a hold of Connor Chapman's jersey as he went by, and referee Lozier caught that. So we'll put Connor Chapman on the line to shoot 1-1. Minute 16 on the clock. Cougars up by 3. Oh, they're in double bonus now, so he'll shoot 2. Sorry about that. Chapman knocks down the first one. Second one's on its way, and that one's good. 14 points for Connor Chapman. This is Raymond. Lemaire sends it over for Raymond. Raymond, gets that shot blocked, but Thomas Bedard is going to get called for the foul. And Braxton Raymond will be at the line to shoot 1-1. That's 3 fouls on Thomas Bedard, but we're under a minute to go in the game, so. Raymond banks in the foul shot. We haven't seen that in quite a while, not since my Uncle John Southwick stopped playing basketball. We've seen the old bank shot from the foul line. I'm not sure he planned on doing that. We'll find out if that. Yeah, apparently that's his MO. And there's a opportunity for the Eagles underneath, but Keegan Ryan can't get a hold of it, and Coach Guerin wants to call a timeout with 55 seconds left on the clock, and the Cougars up by a 4-point lead. All right, the Cougars will inbound. 55 seconds on the clock. This is Davison with the ball, and Frenier knocks it out of his hand, and the Cougars will retain possession. Gets it in for Chapman. Back to Davison, and Lemaire fouls him. So it looks like it's going to be a game of exchanging fouls, or at least the Eagles are looking to get the ball back, so they'll put Jamie Davison on the line to shoot 2. And about 8 seconds come off the clock. Davison makes the first one. And he'll square up for the second one. I certainly don't have the stats, but Davison probably 85 to 90% foul shooter, so he's the one that they want to have the ball in his hands. Here's Raymond, drives the lane and knocks it down. Nine points for Raymond, and Jamie Davison once again will get fouled, and they'll put him on the line. Uh, 11 points so far for Jamie Davison, 10 of which have come here in the second half, and he's at the line to shoot 2. First one's on its way, and that one rims in and out. Put the curse on him by saying how good of a foul shooter he was. Second one's on its way, and that one rolls off too. Ball rattles around, and the Eagles will get possession. So worked out for them that time, as they got away without the Cougars scoring any points. So the 33 seconds left on the clock. The Eagles down by 4, and he's going to drive the lane. And referee Lozier calls a jump ball of all things, and it's quite a call. But anyway, the Eagles with the possession arrow, so they get the ball back. The ball that's tipped inside, but Tyler Frenier comes away with it. Here's Frenier, launches one. It's a little bit strong. And Davison makes a nice move to keep the ball alive, and Braxton Raymond fouls him. We got 11.8 seconds on the clock, and Davison will be at the line again. And he misses the third in a row. Hasn't made one since I said how good of a foul shooter he was.
Take the curse off, please.
Yeah. And maybe for the next game. Well, I gotta apologize to Jamie Davison about all that. Here's Ryan for 3. Knocks it down. And we get a timeout on the floor. A little discussion about the clock. Tom Ryan nails a desperation 3 with the clock running out, and pulls them into a 1-point game. Yeah, it looks like we're going to put some time back on the clock. Not sure how much, but 18 points for Tom Ryan, the lead all scorers, to go along with his 11 rebounds that I have him down for. I haven't been able to keep track of all of them with all the action, but certainly a double-double without any doubt about it. He's put in a big, strong performance here with 9 points in the first half and 9 points in the second half, and been a dominant force underneath, no question about that. So now we're going to have to stand for the final 2 seconds of the game. Folks, we've got an exciting one on our hands. If you tuned in to take a nap for this game, you're in the wrong neck of the woods. So Stephen Carter will inbound again. 2.1 seconds on the clock. Get it in, and the ball goes out of bounds. No foul on the play. Looked like a tremendous amount of contact on that play, but we didn't see any foul, and the Cougars will have possession. Carter to inbound. gets some kind of a call here.
What's the call?
Yeah, anyway.
Come on, we got it inbound.
Once again, Carter will inbound. Sends a long pass up for Davison. He gets his hands on it, and the horn sounds, so the Cougars come away with a hard-fought 1-point victory after a tough game all the way around. And the Beekmantown Eagles showed a lot of tenacity to come back from a pretty sloppy first quarter to put some pressure on the Cougars all the way down the line, and they come away with a 1-point victory, 49-48. So that's the way it was from beautiful downtown Beekmantown, New York on this Friday, January 22nd, 2010. We thank you for watching Hometown Cable Television, worth your support.